Hello, Internet people. So today we're going to be talking about the next two corners of the human needs wheel. Let's check it out. So, what have we got here? We've got connection versus significance. Now, these are two different ways that we take action in the world, that we make decisions, that we move forward. So we've talked about this a little bit already, so let's get into the specifics. So let's dive into connection first. So now this is all about gaining our needs, fulfilling our needs, and our fear of loss. What are we fearing losing when we're focused on connection? And what do we mean by connection? Connection with what and with whom, etc. So, what does connection mean? It means that you are chasing, you're looking for, you're trying to gain love or some kind of connection with other people, especially with other people. But it's not only with specific people. What are we trying to look for? So you need human connection in the world. That's just how humans are built. You need some kind of connection with other humans in order to be a functioning human being. That takes the form of love, validation, respect. We're looking for some kind of ping back from the outside world that I'm worth something. The authority for making those decisions comes from the outside world, comes from other people, other people's reasons, other people's values, whatever. It comes from the outside world, and therefore it does not come from ourselves. Everybody does this to some extent. And what we're looking for is, we need somebody else's attention in order to give us pingback, to give us either the permission to do something that we want to do, or the validation that we're worth something to other people. We want to feel useful. We want to feel helpful. So naturally, we'll volunteer to help other people, sometimes against their will. What does that mean we're fearing? If you're focused totally outwards on other people and getting authority for your decisions and your actions from others, then you're not pulling that from yourself. So what does that mean? You might have a feeling of worthlessness, like you have nothing worthwhile to offer, because if you're focusing too much on the shallow, helping people's shallow needs, you're not pulling from your inner depth. So that might result in feelings of self-hate, worthlessness. The contributions, the things that you're giving to people might be very, very shallow, like you hear something and just immediately parrot back what you've heard from other people instead of really processing it and making it something that's really your own. And when you're sharing something that you're just parroting back, it's not really that helpful. You might end up getting the shade of meaning off, or it might come across as disingenuous and people might not trust you. So the result might be that you have really low standards because you're pinging back off of everybody else and you're just desperately running around and doing what everybody else wants you to do, or what you think other people want you to do. If you're doing that constantly, then you're not developing your own standards, holding yourself to some kind of personal standard, which means you might lose self-control, self-respect, etc. So that's kind of the coin when it comes to connection. And how does connection play out in the real world? How do you actually do this? How do we seek connection, and how does that fear motivate us? What does that fear cause us to do? What this looks like in real life are two different kinds or ways to seek connection. One is to seek connection through certainty, and that's what we call blast, or to seek connection through variety, and that is what we call play. So now let's look at both of these. These are both towards the North Pole of the kind of wheel of directions, human need directions, because we're going out. So when we're going out, here we're seeking to connect with other people through certainty by teaching, controlling, sharing what we already know. Things that we are already certain of, we're sharing with other people. That can also look like I want to help other people with certainty, so I will go and get certain about this thing so that I can share it with them, so that I can give that certainty. We'll talk more about that deeper flow later. So how does this look when we are connecting through variety? Connecting through variety is called play, and that looks like this. You're reacting to whatever's happening in the moment immediately. So like Gary Vee here, probably never met this woman before in his life, is just reacting in the moment and goofing around. She probably did not plan, okay, I'm going to do this specific thing. This isn't some planned thing that she has rehearsed 50 times. It's just happening in the moment. That's how she's connecting with people in the moment, just goofing around, doing stuff. It also looks like expending energy, just high energy, go, 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 immediately using your energy in the real world in the moment. More reacting in the moment, being goofy, and then more reacting in the moment, connecting with other people in the moment with high energy. Again, the difference between play and blast, or sharing and connecting with people through certainty versus variety, both of them are with other people, pinging back off of other people. So you're sharing this, and then you're pinging back. You're looking around the room of, okay, I shared this. Is anybody paying attention? Does anybody care? Are people following what I'm meaning? Do I need to change what I'm saying so that people understand better the point that I'm trying to get across? Or like, are the dogs getting my vibe? Am I getting across to them? Am I connecting with them? Or are they distracted and off doing their own thing? The connection is absolutely critical to be able to share your certainty. Now, if you find somebody that's doing a lot of talking, but they don't really care if people are connecting, that's not blast. That's not what we're talking about. That's just a lot of talking. Anybody can talk for any reason, but blast is specifically about connecting with people around certainty. So that is the basics of the human need connection, what we need, what we're chasing, as well as what we fear and what we're running away from. We'll get into more of the specifics about the fears next time.